Hello! Everyone in the Albuquerque Public Schools, also known as APS, wants to welcome you and your child or children to our school district. Being new to our schools, you may have some questions, so this video will show you some of what a school day looks like for your child. The first thing you will probably want to know is what days your child will go to school. Each year, APS gives every family a calendar, so you will know which days your child goes to school and when they have days off. You can ask the school for one of these or go to the APS website to look at the school calendar. Your child should go to school every school day unless they are sick or you have a family emergency. If your child misses school, they also miss learning and can get behind. If your child misses a whole day, it is important that you let the school know while they will not be there. If your child is missing several days of school, you can talk to the school to get help if you need it. Next, you'll want to know the hours that your child will be at school every day. Each school has their own start time for when your child needs to be there ready to learn, and a time when the school day ends. If you need someone to watch over your child after school, many schools have after-school programs to help you. All APS schools have a general dress code for what students should wear. Some schools require uniforms as well. You should check with the school to see if there is a certain clothing your child should or should not wear. If you ever need clothes, shoes, or school supplies, please ask your school for help. Breakfast is an important part of your child's day and gets them ready for school and learning. You can feed your child breakfast at home before school or have them eat breakfast at school. At the beginning of the school day, some students come to school on the bus. You can ask the school if you live where your child can ride the bus. If so, it will be important that you know the place and time that your child will be picked up and dropped off. Some families choose to drive their children or have them walk to school as well. There will be a bell that rings at the beginning of the day that tells your child that it is time to go to their classroom and get ready for learning. The school day starts right away, with your child handing in any work that they did at home and with other learning activities and community time. Most schools also share messages over the loudspeaker. That is why it is important that your child gets to school on time. If your child comes to school late, they will need to go to the main office and get a tardy slip before they go to their classroom. You can go with them if you want to. This helps the school know every student who is there that day. Younger students go to schools that are called elementary schools. These children mostly stay in one classroom each day and learn most of the subjects from one teacher. They also go to the cafeteria for lunch, and sometimes to other rooms for learning, such as physical education, art, music, or computers. Other students go to schools that are called middle schools and high schools. Each day, these children go to different classrooms to learn different subjects, each from a different teacher. A bell will ring that tells students when it is time to go to the next class. Then another bell will ring to let them know when the class starts and they should be in class ready to learn. If your child is in class and needs to go to the restroom or leave for any reason, they should just ask the teacher. The teacher will give your child a hallway pass that tells other staff that they are allowed to be out of the classroom. In addition to your child's teacher or teachers, there are also other staff that are in the school to help your child, like the principal, who is in charge of the school, the nurse that will help your child if they feel sick, or the counselor who can work with your child on their social and emotional skills. If you or your child needs help with someone, there are many people to support you, so please just ask. On the days that your child has physical education class, where they go to the gym and do activities such as running, jumping, and learning to play sports, they will need to wear suitable clothes and a pair of shoes that will be comfortable for these types of activities. Another special activity that your child may do at school is to go to the library, either with their class or on their own. They may borrow books to take home, but need to take good care of them and return them by the due date. In elementary schools, students have recess time, which is free time outside on the playground, where school staff keep an eye on the children. Your child can do what they choose during this time and can ask the adult if they need anything. All students get time for lunch and most eat the meal offered in the cafeteria. There will be different food options to help meet diet restrictions. Still, it is important that you work with the school nurse or cafeteria manager so they know what your child cannot eat. Meals offered by the school will most likely be free to your child, and you can ask the school or your case manager to be sure. If you are interested in seeing what will be served, you can get the calendar of meals from your school. You can also choose to have your child bring their lunch from home. Lunchtime and having your child eat a good meal are important because your child can spend time with their classmates and get the energy they need to finish the school day. Every so often, the school will have drills where your child will practice what to do if an emergency happens. During some of the drills, there may be a bell that rings or an announcement over the loudspeaker. Sometimes your child will stay in their classroom, and at other times they will leave the building. Please explain this to your child so they don't get worried when the school has a drill. If your child is at school and you need to pick them up before the end of the school day, you will need to go to the main office first. The staff will ask you for identification and to sign a form saying that you are taking your child out of school early. This is for the safety of your child because only the people on your child's registration will be able to take your child out of school. Once the staff have this information, your child will be asked to go to the office and you will be able to leave. At the end of the day, the final school bell will ring and your child will either get on the bus, start walking home, or meet you for a ride home. Some students will also go to after-school programs. Once your child is at home, you will want to see how your child's day went and what they learned. If there are any issues, you can talk to your school about them. You will also want to ask if your child has any homework to complete or any paperwork that you need to see. Please remember that if your child needs help with their homework, you can talk to your school or case manager. Hopefully this video has helped you to understand what a school day is like for your child. If you have questions or need any help, please call the APS Newcomer Program at 505-803-7781 or email newcomer.program@aps.edu. Thank you.